I would say don't try and stick with your primary school friends. Because at the end of the day, like, you're not... Because for me... What?
No, we'll hear you out, but that's a hot take.
Because for me... Hello?
Hi.
Is he creeping you out as well, or is it just me?
That's
a yes.
I don't feel well.
I got my fluffy socks on.
Oh, no way,
I got
13 again, fluffy.
fluffy socks, by the way.
I've got Max and Harvey fluffy socks.
My fluffy hoodie. I'm gonna sit and chill here till this is your
Look
podcast.
at my fluffy socks.
I can't on good authority let this happen. No one's bringing the energy. I'm going to bring the energy. Welcome back to the 14 Again podcast. It's after we've just done Leeds.
You had one job. And
I know.
Was to sit back and let Tilly take over.
We were gonna let Tilly take this episode.
Fucked it.
I can't do it.
Take over.
I was trying to annoy
Like
you.
and subscribe, and maybe Max and I will get better as a byproduct of it. Thanks for watching. I'm Harvey. That's Max, and that's Tilly.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see. So we just come back from genuinely an amazing weekend at Leeds, and Max and I also went to Reading because we're stupid. We weren't performing there, but we just
they
went
just
anyway.
hate me as well, so they thought
We didn't bring you. Is that why you're upset? You know what? It was a hard ticket. It was. We could have maybe actually.
Leo could go.
I did both days.
Leo did go.
Admittedly, you could have. She's gonna hate this if she sees this, but you could have gone on the Friday because Danny left early like a muppet. I thought she was going to do the whole day, so I offered her the ticket, and then she was like, "Nah, I can't hack it anymore." I was like, "Danny, it's Reading."
But listen, let's talk about the thing that everyone cares about, because we did a live show for the first time ever. It wasn't like our live show is going to be like, which is obviously coming up on the 6th of September.
Considering we planned Leeds in like 1 week.
We planned Leeds in less than a week. We literally...
Okay, cool. Let me just...
Go on then.
I was just saying, we've been planning the actual live London podcasts for like months now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going into that, and we are really excited for that show as well. But mate,
Wake up.
The lead show was genuinely really good fun, and we were all. If anyone saw us, thank you to everyone who did come, because there were so many of you guys there, and it was.
It's
genuinely
really funny because we thought there was going to be like 20 people in the crowd.
I thought it was good. It could have been
less.
Because throughout the day, like that stage that we were on wasn't a very like high traffic area.
It's hidden away.
Yeah.
Completely hidden away.
And so
I was so worried.
We went out before, kind of scoped out the festival, met a bunch of people, met one person who went, "Oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you. Sorry, I'm not going to be seeing your set. I'm seeing the Wallows." And I was like,
fuck you
okay.
then. Prick.
I was like, no.
I do back Max.
But in my head, I kind of was like, I mean, what an insane thing to tell me, but like, I respect the honesty. But yeah, it was really good fun, and genuinely, we can't thank the people that did show up enough, because it was such a fun show. We all met so many lovely people.
Except Molly. I don't like Molly.
Was she the one
She
that
made us do push-ups?
Yeah, shout out to Molly.
No, she was either the push-ups or the arm wrestle. I can't. But fuck you, Molly.
You're really on a rampage today.
That's it. That's all I've got.
And yeah, there was clearly something at one of those festivals, because as you can probably quite clearly tell, we are not on top form right now. But Tilly, seemingly fine. I said earlier before we started, you actually look very well today. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You said something about your back though.
Yeah, I just sore back.
Thank you.
That was it.
For expanding
that
on
was all I
that.
said.
No, it's great. I actually
sore back.
I also have a sore back, just because me and Max also went go-karting for Dobby's birthday.
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday, Dobby. That just happened.
Should we
lose?
No. Dobby won out of the three of us.
Yeah.
And then who came second, Dobby?
Thacker.
Out
of the three of us, technically, Max came second.
Technically.
I would like to quickly defend myself.
This guy came worse than third.
I'm not
he
the
wasn't
best.
even after me.
I'm
Did
not
Ollie Thacker win?
He won out of our group.
I was
yeah.
going to say, because he came second, but everyone was saying he won, so I was really confused.
There was a pro there who was just always going to beat all of us, because he was just insane.
He was ridiculous.
But then two of our group came second and third, which was nice. But we honestly, like, because we'd never done a layout like that where you're actually racing, you're not just trying to set the fastest time. Like I have gotten more into go-karting where I get it a little bit more and am getting faster, and I'm definitely faster than Max in theory. But then when I make mistakes or other people make mistakes
I'm
on
just
my
better at
behalf,
racing, I found out.
I'm cooked. So yeah, it turns out that actually in a real race situation, I'm not as good as I thought I was, basically, and I can hold my hands up to that.
I will give him, he is quicker. He's about a second quicker than me.
Which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
Do you not care? Come on, Tills. I just said you
care.
look
Actually,
nice
I
this
don't
morning,
understand.
and
it
you
is a bit less than a second because you were a 32, like 6.
doesn't
or
matter.
something, and
I'm
I was
angry
a
at her. Why aren't
33.2.
why aren't you being a supportive sister?
Because I don't understand it. So a second to me.
Uh,
A second to me is like I can't even put it. Hold on.
Think about it. You're driving in the same speed cars around the same track. A second quicker is quite a lot in the grand scheme
it's
of
not
things.
a second though, it's 0.6.
Whatever it was.
In that case, it's clearly not that much.
Well, thank you so much for your undying support. I want to circle back because, like I said, Leeds, so much fun. We also sort of got to a point where we were so over energetic and so like, okay, we need to deliver, we need to entertain these people, we need to make sure that they feel like coming to our show was worthwhile, that we actually kind of used all of our material in the first like 25 minutes. And so then for the last 20, we just bullied each other on stage.
Yeah. I did like that you pulled out the butter story out of nowhere, but I don't think Tilly very much enjoyed the butter story.
You dramatised it so much.
I don't even know how it came up.
You just
started talking
yeah,
about butter. You were crazy.
did.
Well, because we were talking about the
hold
meeting.
Hold on. Basically, Harvey, we were talking about this after. Harvey kind of went a bit. I don't even know what to say. Like his mindset sort of changed, and all of a sudden he just took over and started saying anything and everything that he thought of.
It happens. I'm sorry.
I think what happened was he warmed into it because for the first, let's be real for a second, Harvey. I think you were a bit nervous
for the first 5 to 10 minutes. I don't think I've ever been more nervous in all my life.
Yeah,
because I've said
probably
this,
about what I was gonna say.
I've said well, yeah, yes, but also no, but genuinely that didn't even really cross my mind. It was kind of like even when we do our live shows, like when me and Max are just singing. There's choreography, there's performance, there's like intention. With the live podcast, it was just kind of like,
no intention.
There you go. Like, just go on stage and just do stuff. Do you know what was the biggest mistake? Was sending Tilly on stage on her own first.
Yeah, I thought it'd be funny.
Max thought that was going to be a genius idea. And even when he said it, I went, is that not just going to be really fucking awkward? And I think it was.
The thing is, we talked about this in our meeting, and we all, they both. Max said it. Max said it, and I said I was disagreeing. Harvey was laughing, saying it would be funny, and I was like, "But think about it. You know, it would just not end up how you're imagining it."
Yeah, it's because
he
you
was
didn't
like,
do it how I imagine you.
And I told you I wouldn't. I told you both I wasn't gonna do it. Like I was like, I don't know how you're imagining it.
Waddled out
but
there.
like,
I was more on your side about that.
yeah, but you still said, "Oh, well, it will be funny though, won't it?" And you thought everyone was gonna find it funny, and no one did.
I think
I don't know what you were imagining though.
Just like you coming out and be like, "What?" Just like kicking shit and.
Of course, I'm not gonna
to a
do
song
that.
that's like.
Yeah, exactly. Like you going mental on stage. That's what I wanted, but yeah, no, it didn't quite.
That's not how you
way.
said it at all.
No,
He
probably not.
wanted me to be awkward. That's what he said because he thought it'd be funny. You said that. And you're like, then we can come out and save you.
Do you know
That's
what?
literally what you said.
We did.
To an audience of literally thousands, I think that would have worked. But because it was like hundreds, it's not quite as like a roaring, like, do you know what I mean? Like you need the crowd to be carrying the weight of the noise as well.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe in future we'll try that entrance again at some point.
No, we won't. Why
See
would
if it
we?
works out. But yeah, again, we should say thank you so much to Reading and Leeds for having us at the festival, because it was so much fun and such a sort of surprise and a great test for us to see exactly what it is going to be like when we do it.
I'm way
for
more
our own
excited
show.
for the London one though, because I was saying this, it's like really nerve-wracking when you're looking at the people and like when you're thinking about what to talk about, or when you're in a conversation or something and then people start leaving.
Yeah,
It's like really like
I was about to say that was the worst part about doing it at a festival, because you'd hope, fingers crossed, with our London show and them seated, they ain't gonna get up and leave as soon as we start talking.
Well, that's the thing. I think there were some people who were like on the fence of like, okay, I want to see 13 again, but I also want to see the Wallows. So they basically probably did like a half and half, and some people did just dip. Some people arrived at the end clearly having watched something else that they wanted to see and then went, right, now it's time to go to 13 again. I don't know. But it is a very weird dynamic doing a festival and sort of seeing people who you really do have to like hold there rather than an audience of people who are just going to support you no matter what. Hopefully. Please don't throw tomatoes at us at London. But yeah, like it was so much fun, genuinely nerve-wracking. Because I always say a lot, I don't get nervous. Like I don't get nervous for performances. But something like that where it's just so alien and so, you know, we've never done it before, I was truly nervous. So congrats if you got to see that.
Now, Tills, at these festivals that we've been at, and, you know, I've seen a thing. It's a new thing. A fad, some would call it. What are those little fuckers that are on phone cases with their arse cheeks out? They're like, do you know what I'm on
yeah,
about?
but why are you asking me?
I don't, well, because I don't know what they are. It seems
What's
to
it
be young
called?
girls that have got them.
It's called a. No, you
What
do
are you
know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's called
The little fellas that go on the phone
They used
cases.
to be. They were like being collected at the same time as Labubus, kind of.
I
Maybe
thought
bit
you were on
before.
about
Dobby,
those
keyword
suction
might
things.
be Phoenix
No,
something.
Not the Octobuddies.
Is it Phoenix?
Octobuddies.
Is it Phoenix something?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Everyone's got Octobuddies, though. I didn't know that was what they were called until now, but
Yeah.
I'm really happy that that's what they're called. That I saw, I think, so we met an artist called Chanel Yates at Leeds, and she had one on her phone. I was like, everyone's got these. Do I need one? Like,
It's because you stick it to like a mirror or a window to film TikToks and stuff.
yeah. And I feel
I don't
like that
have one
is.
on this phone because this is your case, so
Well, you could.
don't really-
I don't mind if you wanted to stick
it's
one on
not
it.
like
to
I
be honest.
haven't actually ruined your case, which I am sorry about.
I don't think I'll ever want the case back, to be
Okay,
honest. I
cool.
might eventually sell the phone. I don't know, but I say that I've got like 3 or 4 iPhones now
yeah, you
backed up
keep
that I've never
all
sold.
of yours.
Not intentionally. I just can't be bothered to sell them. It seems like so much faff.
If you don't
I'm
want
like,
to, I
oh.
will, as long as I can keep the money.
Well, that's see, that feels like I'm losing out.
Why can't I find it anywhere?
It's called
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
The Octobuddy. Put up an Octobuddy on the screen just so everyone's filled in. Thanks, Dobby. I'm now just giving you notes mid-podcast. Do none of us know what this thing
Sonny
is?
Angel.
Sonny Angel.
I've heard of that.
That's it.
But that feels like I've heard of it
Why did I
ages
think
ago.
It was like Phoenix.
Is this an old
something?
thing? Can I see a picture of one?
Yeah.
Angel. Why they got their little butt cheeks out? Like, what are they doing?
I've seen this before, but I've not seen it on people's phones.
Why? Oh my god, it's like
Are these not like a really old, like not Sour Patch Kids. What are they called? Cabbage Patch Kids.
they're like 30 quid for a
This is them on
presumably
a
real
phone.
one.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of disturbing.
But
But it also just reminds me of the
I need to
is it the Roan
Should I show
case?
it
Yeah, we'll chuck it up on the screen.
Okay, cool.
It reminds me of those Roan cases where they have the really obnoxious, like bulbous thing, so that you can slot the lip.
oh yeah.
Liner
Yeah,
in or
that's it
whatever it is.
basically.
Yeah, don't love that.
So do you like those?
What do you think?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
I didn't even know what they were called.
Okay.
I just try and ignore them really.
So
Yeah,
you wouldn't
it's
get one
probably
of them
smart.
on your phone.
No.
Why do you think other people get them on their phone?
It's like saying, why do you think people watch anime?
Why
Like,
do you
I
think
just
people
don't know.
Buy Labubus. Obsession. Delusion.
Yeah.
Hype.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's a great thing. Capitalism. Buy things. Buy merch. We have merch. So was it maxandalvyofficial.com? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just does make me giggle how, like, this is how they look on my feet and that's how they look on your feet.
Yeah, because he's
My
got
feet are
bigger
slightly
feet.
bigger, but one size fits all. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
they
Yeah.
do. It's crazy stuff.
They're
Right,
really
God,
fluffy as well.
we really need to
They're
like.
really
Do you
fluffy.
guys?
Oh,
Do you
like,
guys just
genuinely.
all want to do a shot of something bad and then carry on? Because we're so.
What, tequila?
I
was
want to do an
thinking
exchange
harder.
here in America.
What?
Okay, cool. I'll just kill
like
myself.
in the arm.
Okay. You have that available?
No.
Okay.
What the fuck did you just say?
I said I want to do an exchange year in America.
Okay.
What, the entire year?
It looks so fun. I want to go to school in America.
Is there a state in specific, or rather in particular, that would make the most sense for you?
LA.
I'm thinking you want warmth, definitely.
Yeah, like California or something like that.
California seems to just have everything for the most part. Like if you like your crumble cookies and your Raising Canes and your theme parks and God knows what else. Like those are the things that I know.
We kind of need you for the podcast.
You can come. Why don't we all just go and stay in America? So instead of living in an exchange house, we can just live in a house together, and then I can still do an exchange year in America.
Okay, I've got a new question. Would you rather, if we were to move somewhere for a year,
America, Australia?
Mm.
Well, it depends.
America's not a great show right now.
I don't know. I like America. I was saying this to someone.
I like America. They don't like other people very much right now.
Go on. It's fine. This happens.
I would want to go to Australia, but not for a year.
Okay.
Because it's not like I'm going to see the Norris Nuts for a whole year.
But maybe they might adopt you.
They might not like me, though. They might get sick of me.
Fact, they might hate you, and you've always got to remember that.
They might hate you.
Shout out Norris Nuts.
We're in there.
We're in their new YouTube video. It's fantastic. I actually, because it was genuinely.
They can't sing in front of you, can
they?
How do we make this stop?
No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan now. What can I say? Tilly's converted me.
Forth.
No. It's good. It's good. We'll keep up this rapport because and that reaction is valid because genuinely, who the fuck is this guy? We'll just bring him with us.
They don't even like him.
No, exactly. Why would they?
Him.
But they were very funny about it, and they were right. They said about our humor being the same. I genuinely laughed when I think it was Biggie said something along the lines of like, we're not going to be able to sing for them. I thought that was so funny. I was like, I thought that was funny. Okay, good stuff. But then also at one point they then started shipping us with one of them or something. I was like, okay, let's take a couple steps back here.
Bear in mind, there's like a 5-year age gap.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't know their ages off the top of my head.
I do.
But yeah, of course you do.
I think they were joking.
No, of course I don't know where.
I think Harvey's also joking.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt. You prick. Try and get me while I'm mid-flow state. Arsehole. This guy's listen, Norris Nuts. We are all going to be on the same boat. It's all of us against Max.
Yeah.
That's just for the record.
Cold. I'll fucking beat the shit out of all of you.
But yeah, like they are.
Hey, you can't throw in the Norris Nuts like that.
What the hell?
Sorry.
There's children in there. What are you talking about?
Especially the children.
No, poor Charm.
Charm and Disco, I'll protect you.
Disco. I'll kick the shit out of Disco.
No.
You can't.
No.
I'm joking. I am joking. I love Disco.
Yeah, he's ill. Anything he's saying right now is not vetted by his own brain.
Anyways, back to the actual question
yes.
at hand. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd probably say America because I want to go to school in America.
Right.
Or if we went to Australia, I'd be fine to be homeschooled because the Norris Nuts are also homeschooled. So
what's it about American school that stands out to you as something you'd enjoy?
Non-school uniform.
Yeah, I knew that would be first. I literally had that in my head. I was like, she's gonna say about the uniform. Would that not get tiring though? You're gonna end up going in the same outfit every day, and then that's gonna get annoying. Like because you'll be like,
yeah, but it's comfy.
I guess. Yeah, I guess school uniforms in this country can just be a little bit like.
My jumper is really uncomfy.
What are you doing?
Can you stop?
Where'd you put my can of water?
I put it there because it was in the way. Stop derailing the podcast. You're not allowed to be ill and a menace. You can only be one. You either sit there and shut up.
Thirsty.
Yeah, all right. I'm ill as well right now, and I'm holding myself together much better than you are.
I still don't understand why you drink like that. Seeing you drink side on just makes me laugh. Okay. Put it down.
Yeah, get back in. Stop swearing at your sister. It's rude.
So yeah, America, because also would you guys rather come to me with come with me to America or Australia?
I'd probably do America because there's just so many reasons. Like,
And it's like
Australia
me-
only has like 3
there's
theme parks.
There's like other people in America who I'd like other influencers who it'd be cool to
Yeah,
collaborate.
definitely. I think the weird thing about like collabing with influencers as well, especially in America, and this is why Max and I have always struggled so much, is that a lot of people do get really weird around stuff like that, and I'd actually much rather just make friends with people, and then if they end up happening to be in our content in any way, shape or form, that's always so much more fun than like planning a collab, I think. And then there's an argument to say that if you never planned any collabs, then you'd never meet new people. But I don't know, I always feel a little bit, not icky, because icky's not the right word, but just like awkward about forcing a collaboration with someone.
I feel like America's much better now, but when we initially went out there as kids, everyone had such an agenda of like, how quickly can I climb to the top of all of these people?
Will you be useful to me, basically?
Yeah, and it was a horrible thing to be around, and obviously as kids, me and Harvey didn't really notice it as much.
Well, I think also we were kind of too young for anyone to really want to hang out with us.
We
other than
had a lot of people. wanting to hang out with
yes,
us,
but
to be fair.
other than like people, you know, there was a lot of older creators, obviously, who, you know, they're not exactly going to be fucking hanging around 15-year-olds, which is fair enough.
This is what you've missed. I'm not going to name drop anyone, but like,
Yeah,
we had a lot of older mates. We did.
yeah, that's true. But even so, I just think it was definitely harder for us because we weren't necessarily as like switched on and the same sense of humor as a lot of people and a lot of different things. And yeah, we never particularly did any massive collabs with anyone back in the day.
So should we go to America for the year then?
Yeah, all right. Who's paying?
Me.
Fair.
Yeah, really.
I would if we actually. I don't want to do year 10. I really don't.
Why?
Because it's like I have to pay attention, because the thing is it'll make my life easier in year 11, but then it's just so much effort, and it's going to be difficult, and it's going to be like, if I don't like the people and teachers I have to have them for the next 2 years.
It's actually not that difficult. I mean, I don't know how much they've changed it since we did it, but like,
I remember weirdly year 10. Oh, this is not going to be good. I remember year 10 being the tougher year.
Exactly.
Purely because being in year 11, you kind of have like the, okay, I'm just doing the exams now mindset of just switch off and just get it done. Whereas in year 10, it is like the build up to that, and it is very frustrating and very stressful to go, oh my God, here's more information and more information and more information that you actually need to remember.
Exactly.
But that being said, like if you see it as, at least I don't have to worry about potentially messing this all up yet, then that's a nice way to look at it, I guess. I don't know. It's a tough one. I had a really tough time in year 10, I'll be honest. But it wasn't.
I know.
It wasn't.
A lot of people have.
It wasn't necessarily just because of the actual school aspect of it. It was also because of what was going on in our lives, you know, what the people around us were being like. A lot of people were being quite hard on us in year 10, because I think the novelty of what we were doing when it all started when we were in year 9 kind of wore off, and people started being a little bit more vicious about it, I think. And it was, year 10 was definitely tough. And we were also going through that period of our lives where, especially for boys, I think girls go through it a little bit earlier, but especially for boys, a lot is changing. And that mixed in with everything else is tough. So I think if I can say anything out there to any guys that might be watching and any girls, go easy on other people. Because if you think you're having a tough time, someone else is probably having a worse time. And if you can make their lives a little bit easier, then I'm sure they'll look out for you. Same with anyone else. You know, if you make enemies, that's just, you're just setting yourself up to fail.
imagine being the person that's having the worst time.
Yeah.
We've never really thought about that.
Well, it's all...
Who currently, who right this second is having the worst time?
I think it's a little bit subjective.
Yeah.
Because there's, to everyone, different problems can have different levels of severity. But I just think for anyone in school, no one's having a good time in year 10, really. If you are, reach out and tell us how and why. But
we'll chat shit about it on our podcast.
But if you can go into it with that mindset of, okay, I'm just going to be a nice person, look out for other people, do my best. hopefully that will find its way back to you. I don't think that you can ever go wrong by just being a nice person, because then even if people are being horrible to you, that's entirely on them, and you can tell yourself that, and you can also, people will see that and people will recognize that. And I think people do tend to gravitate towards good just because it's the path of least resistance. But I'm ill. I might just be waffling. I don't really know anymore.
So we're
Please,
going to
someone
America
stop me.
for an exchange year?
Yeah, we'll fuck off year 10. We'll just go to America. That's a good way to wrap up that segment.
I also don't want to take my exams, but then Mum made a good point of I do want to go to prom.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you care about prom?
It's just because, like, I feel like as a teenager in the UK, it's just something that everyone probably like should do, because if my kid's going to prom and they're like, what was your prom like? I'd be like, couldn't tell ya.
We didn't care about prom at all. In fact, me and Max tried to not go, but then we actually quite quickly realized. So I had a friend who, like, in year 8, I said, we basically made an agreement that in year 8, no matter what, we would just go to prom with each other, because then it would be easy, no sort of like stressing about no one who's going to go with me, whatever. And a group of us did that. I think one of our group actually ended up going with someone else, which is a bit drama. But anyway, me and my friend who agreed to go with each other always went with each other. And I think at the time I was definitely a little bit harsh, because I made it clear to her as well how little I cared about prom. And we were never in like a relationship or anything like that, so it wasn't deep in that way, but just more that, you know, to her still as a girl, prom meant a lot. And I should have been more conscious of that, I think, and knowing of that, and just making sure that I did whatever I could to make that as special for her. But at the time as well, I was definitely a little bit selfish and kind of going, well, why would I care about this? I'm just spending money on something that I'm never going to be like, oh my God, what an amazing experience. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it was fun and I did have a good time, and I do remember it.
I've never looked back at the prom shit.
Yeah, maybe different story for you, I don't know.
For me, yeah.
But for me personally, I'm so glad I went with one of my best friends. I did have a good time. And even the teachers that were there, it was really nice to see them in a different setting. And especially to talk to some of my favorite teachers in a slightly different setting was definitely really nice. But yeah, I definitely look back on it and think I didn't literally ruin it for her. I didn't sort of be a massive diva about it. It's just that in the time leading up to it, I was possibly giving her the idea that I might not even end up going.
I had a bit of a weird one as well with prom. I promised someone in year 8 that I would go with her, but then that got kicked in the face by a girlfriend at the time, unfortunately. And
it happens.
Shit hit the fan. It was crazy stressful, but I got there in the end. I just had to do a lot of organising to sort it out.
Yeah, Max
still excited for
prom.
What do you mean it wasn't even about
Facts.
trustworthy.
Don't ever trust Max.
I can't be bothered.
Do you know, Tills, who you might want to go to prom with yet? Is it going to be a
group?
I was going to say, because I know at your school especially, and it was the same because Dobby went to the same school, it's more of a culture to go with your mates than it is with a date, I think.
Yeah.
In our school, because it was such a big school as well, going as a group of mates was nigh on impossible. But I guess, is that the plan, to just go with a group of girls, or would you also want to have respective dates? Like, is that much of a thing?
No, I'm not bothered.
That's interesting, because I think Americans would be very surprised by that. Maybe. I don't actually know. I don't know how Americans do it nowadays, but I know that we copy a lot of what Americans did, because our proms back in the day were usually just a shit school party. I've spoken to our parents about it as well, and they had nothing like that.
You could take Hasbulla.
You could. Where is it? He's over there. You want to go with Hasbulla?
No,
I would pay you.
Friends.
I would pay you $1,000 if you stood and took an actual prom picture with a cardboard cutout of Hasbulla. I swear on my life. I will save up starting now, and I would pay you £1,000
I'll do it.
if you actually stood and took your prom picture with a cardboard cutout of Hasbulla.
Yeah, I get one with him, but I get one like with my friend group by myself. You said one. You said one.
Gotta think about this. Yeah, you can have one with your friend group
as long as she's on her own with Hasbulla.
Yeah,
can't be with the friend group with Hasbulla. Gotta be on your own with Hasbulla for one of the pictures.
If I get one on my own and one with the friend group with Hasbulla.
For anyone, can you just go get him quickly,
that would
just
be
so
okay
everyone knows
as well.
who he is, because some people might not. And obviously,
do you actually genuinely want to do
obviously,
this, by the
all
way?
bets are off if in the time period he's for some reason cancelled or no longer with us. but yeah. Do you guys not think? I mean, what a pair up, what a matchup. I mean, it would it would bring a tear to my eye.
To be fair, if you didn't want to do the money yourself, just start GoFundMe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
we'll get
Hasbro to Tilly's prom.
I think it'll actually be quite easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But either way, if anyone remembers nearer the time to Tilly's prom, because I'll definitely forget, then yeah, why not? That'd be really funny.
She's gonna hate that.
She probably won't want to do it by the time she's 16. Yeah, there's no way she'd
Not loving
agree
the
to
idea
that.
now, but
It might at that point the money might not even be worth
No,
it.
no, wouldn't, no, absolutely not. You'd have to hike it up by about 6 figures.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I'd like to
gosh,
apologise.
that's very loud coughing.
What a great time.
Speaking of loud.
Okay, you want to segue. Like and subscribe. I just want to say it sometimes.
You've
Cause
already said that.
Yeah, I know. But I say it again because sometimes people forget. And if you don't subscribe, it's really
Okay, now
sad.
you're quiet, which
Eat
is
mud.
quite nice. Oh, now you're loud.
Tilly segued.
Okay, well, it was good until you ruined it.
I was
and then
coughing
you ruined
loudly.
It again.
I can do it again.
It's very loud.
Is it?
Yeah.
Got a problem?
Speaking of loud,
Oh.
I find it very awkward to even talk on a train because even if you're not in the quiet zone, yeah, it's still very awkward because the other day,
God forbid someone talks in the quiet zone.
the other day, someone called me on the train. I think it was Mum. Was I with you or with Leo? I can't remember. But I remember I answered and I was talking really quietly, but I still felt like I was being really loud. And it makes me feel so awkward when I talk on the train and everyone else is silent, like sleeping or reading their book at like 7 a.m. in the morning. And like, I'm just there like, yes, I have my lunch packed. It's fine. I know it's fine. And like, I'm just on the phone and everyone's just like staring because they're like, why? And I was looking around for the quiet zone signs being like, well, if anyone does try and tell me to shut up, I know I can tell them I'm not in the quiet zone.
Yeah. I think it's a weird one, especially in the mornings. Like people are always a little bit more dead and just either sleeping or not paying much attention. But we, the other day, just before Leeds, were having the most obnoxious conversation on the train about Leeds. And I remember thinking to myself, anyone who overhearing this conversation is probably just going to be thinking, who the fuck are these guys? Like,
When were we on the train?
No, it was me and Tilly when I was taking her in for her musical
I
theatre
do not
stuff.
remember that.
Yeah, and we were talking about mainly what you were going to be wearing was one of the things, but also about how the show was going to run, because literally we were taking any opportunity we had to talk to each other, because we obviously don't all see each other every day throughout the day. Any opportunity that we were with each other, we were talking about that show because we literally had less than 5 days to plan it.
To be fair, you were basically with both of us, like most of the
I
days.
was kind of relaying
like,
information to each of them, yeah.
Not for all day of each of us.
Yeah. So we were talking about all of this stuff about Leeds, and there were a lot of people sort of dotted around us as well. And I do just remember thinking, I wish I was being a little bit more cryptic about this, because I feel like I'm being a bit of an arsehole talking about the fact that me and her are performing at Leeds. Like some people probably didn't care and weren't even paying much attention, but I imagine I know I listen to other people's conversations, so I'm sure other people were doing it. Maybe that's just me, I don't know.
Do you know what is really funny to me, and something that always has stuck with me, is Paul said this to us years ago, because he talks really loud out in public, and we used to always get a bit finicky, especially if he was talking about our work stuff really loud in public. And he said to us, no one listens to what you're saying, no one cares about what I'm saying. And I was like, you're so fucking wrong.
Oh my, everyone
I was
listens.
like, you're so unbelievably wrong.
There's so
if
many
someone's
people
saying something interesting, people are the nosiest pricks on the planet. Like,
okay.
Anyone.
I once went to Alton Towers on my own, right? It doesn't matter why. I was in the Wicker Man queue. At the end of the day, my phone had died. I spent about 10 minutes playing Slither.io on my watch and then gave up because I was bored. So I stood there in like an hour-long queue just listening to other people's conversations because my phone was dead. Nothing I could do about it. I was like, well, I gotta do something to pass the time. So there are people out there who are absolutely listening to the conversations you're having in public. And obviously, if you're having a bit more of a sensitive conversation, lower your voice. Ours wasn't sensitive. It was just more that if someone overheard us, they might think, oh, he clearly wants people to know he's performing leads, which I didn't. Like, it wasn't that. Obviously, wasn't my main agenda. But I was just like, we need to have this conversation now, and I'm not about to start whispering about it because it's not exactly
Were
private
we on the tube
information.
or on the train?
Train home.
I will say I've not seen you a lot the past few weeks. I've missed you, Tib. Not enough.
Oh,
Not enough.
That felt
Tib
really
time.
sincere.
Well, in
Yeah.
Spain, I was feeling rather left out
Why?
because
It's true.
because of you and Leo.
She called me.
As soon as Max arrived, there became a duo in the trio. So I just had to.
What?
Shame.
I was just cutting about.
Yeah, sure.
You went up and hid in your room for
No.
ages.
No, I was basically
doesn't
told
work,
that they were going to play on the Wii and it was a 2-player game. And Leo was like, you can sit and watch if you want. And I was like, you think I'm going to sit and watch you play a game
The
that I don't
offer
even
to
really
sit
want
and watch is
play?
just so
It
insulting.
wasn't a 2-player game though. You could
Yes.
have joined in.
Well, he told me it
The
was.
Mario Bros one.
He told me it was.
Yeah, he probably just
No,
lied.
he
so
offered
that
you. You said no.
Didn't
No,
want the dead
not
weight.
the Mario Bros.
Which was the other one that we played?
Don't know. because
Mario
he told me it
Kart.
was a
Mario
2-player
Kart
game.
Wii. And you said you didn't want to play that one.
I never played that in the end, actually.
No, there was one time where I said I didn't want to play because I was going to bed because you were playing at like 2 a.m. in the morning. But there was one time where we came back like after dinner and I wanted to play and I basically just got told no.
It's all right, mate, because I came and I saved the day. We had some chats over the phone. It was funny actually.
Well, that
'cause
wasn't led by me though. I was just tired and doing whatever I was told. You know that.
a lot of the week when I was home and they were in Spain, I was just kind of on my own. So I'd just be like, I don't know, watching a YouTube video before I go to bed, and then genuinely at like 11:30, Tilly calls me and I'm like, what could she possibly want? 2 hours later, she just needed a mate. I'm like, Tills, I'm trying to sleep it. The weirdest thing was because you were an hour ahead. So it's like 3 a.m. for you and 2 a.m. for me. And I'm
It's not like I've got anywhere to be in the morning.
well, I know, but I'm like, why are we both awake right now? I actually had stuff to do the next
By the
couple
way,
of
I
days.
don't think me and Leo were up that late. I might be wrong in saying that, but
Yeah, she was just very much Billy No Mates and just kind of, I was the last resort apparently, which I didn't mind because, you know.
You weren't the last resort.
Used to it.
You were literally the first resort.
Yeah, that's fair
yeah,
enough.
she didn't actually try with me and Leo. She didn't bother.
Oh!
She make it
Have that
out
served
like-
back to
like
you.
there was a
Okay.
duo.
Oh my God.
She didn't even come say hi.
Wow.
Sure.
You didn't even go say hi.
I did.
Yep.
I did.
You did. You went and said hi.
Yes.
Okay.
I did
believe
actually.
her.
I did actually
And
try,
then went,
but I
and
just.
then went and locked herself in her room.
No, I didn't because I felt personally, slightly ganged up against whenever anything started to get slightly heated. So I decided, let me just stay away from that. I don't need that. On
You
my
don't need that in
holiday.
that toxicity.
Yeah.
Why would you bother?
So I was like,
You're in
after
Spain.
that had happened a few times. Yeah, I'm gonna admit I did go in my
It's
room.
because Paul was being a menace the whole time, though, wasn't he? He was just trying to wind everyone up.
I feel
I
like the
stayed out of the
blame
way
is
of
just
that.
slowly
You
being
did.
spotted
You
stayed
did.
out of the
around.
way of
You
that.
did very well. I wish I did. That was, yeah, it was hectic.
Hey, he's dad on holiday. He has rights.
He's just a wind-up merchant, is all he is. Just like you.
He
It's
knows his rights.
Crazy.
I think I'm more of a tactical wind-up merchant. I think I will wind people up when I know it's not going to go so
Oh
horribly
yeah, like that
south.
one time with Sarah.
Sometimes you're very wrong.
What, on the
You're
stairs?
you're very bad.
That's
at
so
predicting
different.
Mum.
That's so different because she'd been having an absolutely horrible day. And for anyone who doesn't know the story, there was one time Mum had been having a horrible day. I hadn't seen her all day. She then comes to me and goes, "Oh, are you going upstairs?" Literally as I'm already walking up the stairs, and I go, "No," and keep walking up the stairs. She then breaks down into tears. I'm like, "What the fuck just happened?" She was going to ask me to take the washing upstairs with me, and I was like, "Of course I would do that. I don't care." Like, it was just she had a culmination of things building up. I didn't know that would be her breaking point, and these things happen. I usually try not to push people past their breaking point because I can't be bothered. Seriously. Unless I think I'm right, which is very different. If I'm defending myself or arguing a point where I believe I'm right.
all the time.
No. Just like 98% of the time
Yeah, okay.
is when I'm right.
Fair enough.
I feel like I have a lot of hoodies. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I literally have like a whole wardrobe full of hoodies. But I was also then thinking, how many is too many? Like, how many is like a normal amount to
Just
have?
in case anyone blinked and thought that like they missed a load of the podcast. There's no cut. She just moved on. Just for the record.
I was thinking that.
But okay, let's do hoodies. How many hoodies have you got?
How many hoodies have you got?
I don't fucking know. Like
I've
at
got-
least 15.
I've got 29.
I reckon I've
You
got about,
counted?
I
Yes.
reckon I've got about 40.
Yeah, I've probably got more. I've got to
Also,
think.
you
I don't
guys
know.
are a bit different to me because because you've lived longer,
Yeah.
you've collected more clothes, and
Yeah.
you don't really sell your clothes that often.
No, I feel like a lot more people sell their clothes out of necessity, but also so to make it sound a little bit less bad. Because don't get me wrong, Max and I have been lucky in the past. You know, we've had money to be able to spend on nice clothes, and sometimes to waste on nice clothes as well, because we didn't really need them. But we always saw social media as if we're just wearing the same thing over and over again, that's actually. There's a level of having new outfits that is exciting to people. So whether it be for shoots or for podcast records or whatever it might be, we've always needed new clothes. But back in the past, we definitely spent a bit too much money, especially in lockdown, on clothes because we were just, I don't know, you needed a hobby, I guess. And yeah, I think because we didn't sell any of them, 15 was probably a low figure on my part. I actually need to reassess that.
I
But
think I have 30 because I didn't count that one.
you've got one of these.
Yeah.
Well, I've got so many merch hoodies. If you're counting merch hoodies, I've probably got over 60. Maybe 50.
Yeah, I might.
I
have
also didn't
undersold it.
count my old merch hoodies.
Yeah.
But I'm saying hoodies that you own. Like it doesn't have to be hoodies that you wear. That's the thing, is because I'm saying you guys don't sell a lot of yours.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely a few just sat
Because
in
I've
my
got
wardrobe.
a whole wardrobe full of them.
Yeah.
You know the one in my wall?
Yeah.
That's basically just hoodies now.
All hoodies. Well, congratulations. I'm really happy for you.
And then I've
I
got
mean-
like panto hoodies. I've got theatre hoodies. Oh, I didn't count my other one. 31. Why are you clicking at me?
What's your favourite hoodie?
What's your favourite hoodie?
That's a good question. And it's either the pink 13 again one.
Oh.
I really like that one. I do wear it a lot.
Yeah, she does.
This one, brand new.
Yeah. Big up,
Do
Dandy.
we like?
I do like this one. I
It's
still haven't seen the
very
other
comfy.
one. Okay.
And then probably my grey and purple white fox one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think another one.
Those are like my top 3, I think.
I don't actually.
I also,
Okay, sorry.
can I just say,
No, of course.
I do like wearing like things like my panto hoodie and I got an NYT hoodie. That's really comfy and I like that one. Anyways, carry on.
That's good. No, all I was going to say was that I don't know what is too many hoodies. I think there are a lot of people out there that probably just have a rotation of 5 and they're like, yeah, that works, because hoodies a lot of the time aren't necessarily for a style thing for people. They're just to chuck over something if they're cold. A lot of people might go, no, a hoodie is the thing that pieces together all of my outfits, and they've got 3 or 4 pairs of trousers and then 100 hoodies because they're just regularly rotating them. So comments, let us know how many hoodies you think is too many hoodies, or even just how many you've got roughly, and then I guess we can see what the average is and figure out that we've definitely got too many. But yeah, I don't know, it's an interesting one.
I was going to say, for the longest time, we had really shit trouser selection, and that's what let
Yes.
our outfits down.
I think
Also,
trousers make a big
I
difference.
counted I counted my joggers and I only have like 12 or 13.
I don't have many pairs
So I
of
have like
joggers.
Only?
double. Yeah, I have double the jumpers that I have joggers.
I still think 12 or 13 is a lot of joggers. I think I've only got like 4 or 5 pairs.
Yeah, but I've got a lot of white fox ones because I've got like 2 matching sets, maybe 3.
You were telling me about buying loads of Viet's Franz ones.
Yeah, I've got 1 pair of Eats Franz ones. I want to get a grey pair, a black pair, and a light pink pair.
Jesus.
I've already got a navy pair.
Someone take a
And how much are they?
bank
50
card
quid.
away. Oh man, you gotta stop. I mean, to be fair,
I did
can't
just buy a Stussy t-shirt as well.
play.
Which one?
Just the white one.
The
Just
white one.
Original.
Bro, Tilly's in her shopping era. We're gonna.
No, I need nice clothes.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah.
You need a chill.
Hey, should we count clothes and compare? Should we count how many clothes you guys bought in 2020?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad, and a lot of them have been sold actually.
And also, a lot of my clothes that I have now are like a size big. Like this is quite big. I'm gonna have this for like the next few years. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, listen, we've all got hoodies. We're all currently wearing hoodies for the first time in forever.
Why are you guys wearing shorts? It's not that hot.
I usually just wear t-shirts on the podcast.
I would have been too warm in long trousers.
Yeah, so I decided I'll wear the hoodie because I wanted to wear this today, and then if I just put shorts on, I won't be like boiling.
I'm comfy on top. This is actually really comfy.
You're very like, I would have thought you'd be sweating right now.
No, I'm like the right temperature.
I'm genuinely really happy for you.
Thank you.
Should we move on to the comment shout out?
Yeah.
Is that an exciting concept? So for anyone who doesn't know, every single week we do a comment shout out for someone who's left a comment in the video before. Sorry, I'm not on top form today, guys. You're gonna have to bear with me. So if you want a comment shout out in the next episode, make sure you leave a comment on this one. You could ask a question. You could say something you like about the podcast. You could say anything. We might read it out. You never know. This week's is from Tilly Jade 14, who is a member. So thank you very much for that, Tilly Jade.
Tilly.
Another Tilly. And they say, hey guys, have you got any tips for starting year 7 as I'm pretty nervous? PS, love you guys. So love you very much, Tilly. Thank you so much for your support.
I think we did this last year, you know.
I think it's important though, because I know that it's literally within weeks when this episode comes out.
It is coming out.
It's like a couple days and then everyone's going to be going back to school. And year 7, I get it, is terrifying no matter what.
I know.
Don't take a knife in.
Facts.
I would say don't try and stick with your primary school friends, because at the end of the day, like, you're not, because for me, what?
No, we'll hear you out, but that's a hot take.
Because for me, I think a lot of people tried to cling on to their primary school friends, and like they were like saying, no matter what, we're gonna stay in our friend group or whatever. You want to make new friends, like you don't want to make the mistake of not becoming good friends or close friends with other people just because you want to stay friends with your primary school friends. Everyone's gonna change over the first year. Everyone's gonna make different friends. Like for me, in my close friend group I have now, none of them went to my primary school. I'm still friends with a lot of people from my primary school, but like especially by year 8, people are gonna forget who went to the same primary school and who didn't. Like it's not.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think obviously take that with a pinch of salt would be my advice.
I kept Tom so close.
Well, yeah, you don't want to just
That's a bit different though.
Your friends either. I think everyone obviously has a place.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like don't. I think at first it came out a bit wrong, but I'm just saying like don't try and keep yourselves away from everyone else just to stay as a group or just to stay best friends with whoever you're best friends with.
Expand your horizons.
Yeah.
I think something that's really important to remember as a year 7 is that obviously you're the youngest there, you're the smallest there for the most part in most schools, and it is generally just an overload of information. But what you don't realize is that actually as a year 7, you've still kind of got it pretty easy, because there's some year 9s and 10s who are having absolute identity crises and no offense, and not only are they having that and going through a lot in their lives, they're also looking for quite literally anyone to direct the attention away from them. And that might end up being year 7s. So if you catch yourself in a bit of a shit interaction with someone that's older than you, don't take it to heart. They're going through a lot as well.
Most of the time, though, if you like respect the older years and you're just nice to them, then they'll probably be nice to you back. I can't speak for everyone, but that's sort of what happens in my school. Yeah. But like, as soon as one person annoys or frustrates or like has a lot of beef with someone in our year, most of the time our year now doesn't like you. So
I think there's definitely something to say about there are kids, and I could have easily, if anything, probably was one of them, that just get a little bit overexcited and maybe want to not show off, but just kind of be a loud voice in the room. And sometimes that can be more of an enemy than a friend, in that you might just end up pushing people away or becoming a bit of a target. Now, that's not to say that you should change anything about yourself. It's just more like, this is maybe going to be a bit controversial, but as a year 7, know your place. There's people there that think, I've been at this school for 5 years now. If anyone challenges me. I mean, when we were in year 11, the year 7s were so cocky.
Pricks.
Oh my God. I actually, and I don't care, I was only 16 at the time. I think I'm allowed to have these thoughts. Just wanted to kick them over. And that sounds really harsh and really horrible.
I have those thoughts about children still.
Genuinely, when we were in year 7, we were terrified. Well done. We were terrified of the year 11s, and we wouldn't have dared to go like anywhere near them or piss them off.
Really?
Yeah, we were terrified.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people, for me, had like, in my year, had either cousins or like best friends or even siblings in year 11. So it's a bit different.
That definitely
for
helps.
us.
Yeah.
But it's also weird because my year is mostly split with having like younger siblings that are basically coming up this year or the next few years, and then being the younger siblings of people who have like already left now.
Right. Yeah. But I to answer that question as best as we can, don't be too worried about other people because everyone's going through shit. Literally everyone. If anything, the main people to worry about are the year 8s. They've got no fears. Nothing matters to them and they're ruthless.
Year 8s are hilarious though. I do kind of like the mentality that you get in year 8 of just nothing matters. Let's fucking go.
It's crazy. And it's a year to look forward to as well. But no, did you just shake your head or are you just... Okay,
nah,
sorry.
Dobby just had a fit.
Dobby's just twitching behind the cameras. But then, I think, just do your best. Make a good impression with the teachers.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do not make enemies with the teachers.
Because that will matter later on.
Year 7,
and I don't know, just try and have as much fun as possible, make new friends, sign up for clubs, to genuinely do clubs because you will meet some new friends, I think.
Depends on what clubs.
It depends on the clubs, but like if it makes you happy, do the club. Even if you're
True.
the only one there, the teacher will be thrilled that someone came to their club. I don't even know if that's like as much of a thing now as it was back then, back when we were in school, but it makes me sound really old. But yeah, like get involved.
I'll be so happy when I can say that. Back when I was in school.
I think there's always going to be a big stigma about being the weird kid that joins the clubs.
It's always crazy to me that there is, because all that is someone becoming better than everyone else at something. And
exactly.
And you're putting yourself on a higher pedestal and getting ready for...
Don't be a dick about it.
Not even... I didn't mean pedestal as in like ego, and I meant as in like
as
you're just more prepared for life and you've got an extra skill and... it's so much better to be doing that than just dossing about doing drugs in a field somewhere.
Huh?
Do you need to hold that can? Are you
It's become a comfort thing. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Having little sips every so often.
But yeah, so thanks so much for that question. And that's pretty much it from us this week. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you had a great time. Hopefully Max and I will be on much better form next week. And if not, we're dead. So yeah, we will see you guys in a bit. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.
What are you doing? Stop.
And if you're a member, we will see you in the members episode on Tuesday. But before we go, it is of course time for Tilly's moment.
I think it should be Max's moment and make him do what he just did.
Oh my God. And can we get a live reaction from Tilly? 3 words to sum that up.
I spilled it. That was 3 words.
Tilly.
Shame,
gross.
Help me.
Yeah, there you go. See, but